Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We just had a fusion event that took place about 2 weeks ago and ended a couple days ago, but we have another fusion event that's going to take place, and it's going to be for Halloween. And the champion we're going to be getting is Morrigaine, who is a legendary support-based champion from Undead faction. Like, we don't have enough Undead faction champions already. But for the champion itself, it is pretty interesting. It is very similar to a champion we already have in the game, but it is slightly different. A little bit of an added flavor there, but let's go over the kit. Alright, for the A1, attacks when enemy has a 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Now this is a fantastic A1 ability that will help you decrease the speed of particular champions or bosses that you fight throughout the game, and it's going to be really good in Doom Tower, especially against those Doom Tower bosses, particularly Fae, Dark Fae. And it's also going to be very useful in other areas like faction wars and whatnot. For the A2 has a 75% chance of stealing all buffs from target enemy, and that books up to 100% chance. Also has a 100% chance of placing a True Fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Will place a 50% decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns instead if the target is a boss. So this is going to be fantastic in areas like Hydra boss, or if you want to utilize it in arena. I mean, there's a lot of areas you can utilize this, and also faction wars too. But one thing to keep in mind is this ability here is not going to be stealing all buffs from all the enemy. If you read it carefully here, it says stealing all buffs from a target enemy, so that means 1. But the second portion of that is going to apply for all the enemies. And for the A3 has a 75% chance of decreasing the turn meter of all enemies by 20%, and the 75% also goes all the way up to 100%. Fills turn meters of all allies by 20% and places a 30% increased speed buff on all allies but 2 turns. So this part here is really familiar, right guys? So if you guys know Lissandra's ability, Lissandra also does something very similar, but her effect is a little bit better because she's going to be applying a 30% fill turn meters of all allies and a 30% decrease turn meters of all enemies. So it is slightly different, and the kit is actually very similar to Lissandra's, because Lissandra is also turn meter manipulation, who also provides a aura boost, which is something that this champion does as well. It increased ally speed in all battles by 19%, whereas Lissandra's is 24%. So there's a lot of correlation here going on, but for the passive ability here, it's going to be at the start of each turn, places a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns on the enemy with the lowest HP. This debuff cannot be removed, transferred, spread, or have its duration decreased or decreased by enemies or allies. So as you guys can see, this is basically a Lissandra 2.0, right? It's going to be a free version of Lissandra that you're able to go for by fusing, and it's a pretty interesting champion for the most part, because what she does bring to the table that Lissandra doesn't. Even though Lissandra has a lot more going on as far as turn meter manipulation, because she also has the A2 who will also fully deplete the turn meter, and a portion of the bosses that you fight in the Doom Tower and whatnot. But as far as the kit for Morrigaine, she is going to be providing a speed decrease on the A1, which is huge. So this champion, in a sense, is very similar to Lissandra, but this speed decrease is going to be really great against particularly Dark Fae Doom Tower. So there's a lot of people that does struggle with that particular boss, and this champion is going to be perfect for those people that don't have a Lissandra, who are looking for a Lissandra type champion. But all in all, I think this champion is great, especially for those that are struggling with turn meter manipulating champions. So that is something that could be also really good for somewhere like Fire Knight. So yeah, this is a champion I'm definitely going to be going for on my main account as well as my free-to-play account, and hopefully I have enough resources on my free-to-play account. So let me know down below, guys, if you guys are interested in this champion and if you are going to be going for her. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you enjoy my content in general, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.